So do we just wait? Do I get a hello from the chat? I'm not starting until I get a hello from the chat, so I know that you can see me and hear me. Because there's no point. If not, I'll just be studying. Sorry, what's to be studying? I'll be sat here talking to myself. So, how is everyone this fine evening in the chat world there? Who have we got? We've got Andy, we've got Martin, we've got Josh. There we go. So, hello from the chat. Oh, we've got Reanimator. Hello from the chat. How are you all? Sound off and let me know how you all are, please. And then we'll get started, I think. Fantastic. Loud and clear. Right then, so welcome back for another ZX Spectrum time. I'm Ed. These are the Spectrums behind me. Before we get started, I'll just quickly go through the games that I'll be playing. I'll also let you know that this week I won't be using the Spectrum USB keyboard. I'm waiting for a firmware update for it, and that will correct some of the issues that I've been finding with it. Things like really odd behaviour when pressing the symbol shift key and the cap shift key. It's doing things not only when it comes to playing games, but also it's messing with Windows slightly as well. So I'm speaking with A, as he shall be known, about that, who created the ZX USB keyboard. So once we've got that ironed out, I'll be able to use that again. So I'm just using my normal keyboard at the moment. Right, so the games that we're going to be playing this evening, I shall bring them off the shelf here, and I will show you. The first game is going to be Manic Miner. I've even got the shirt on, and here it is. So this is the case for Manic Miner. Released in 1983 by Bug-Byte Software, created by Matthew Smith. I'll tell you a bit more about that when we start playing the game. Give me something to talk about. There we go. There's the cassette. It was just sort of like printed on the cassette. No paper labels or anything like that on that one. So it's just printed straight, details printed straight onto the cassette. And then the cassette inlay, you have the the main cover image there, and then just letting you know what other games you can get from Bug-Byte at that point, which were Pool, Styx, Aquarius, and General Election. Out of those four, Styx was another game that Matthew Smith programmed for Bug-Byte Software. And then on the other side there, you've got your instructions on how to control Miner Willy through the 20 levels, I think it is, of that is Manic Miner. In 1984, Matthew Smith left Bug-Byte along with a couple of other chaps that worked there, and they set up their own company called Software Projects. And one of the first games that Software Projects released was they re-released Manic Miner, because at that point Matthew Smith owned Manic Miner, Bug-Byte didn't, so he took the game with him and they re-released it with Software Projects. Give it a different cover. This time you've got the miner's boot there with NCP on it, and then you've got the demon telephone chasing him down. Cassette on this one, paper label to one side, just plain blank at the other side, and then same thing again. You have the instructions, cover art, and then on the opposite side there we've just got a breakdown of the game. And it looks like on this somebody has written a code, 35142, and then with the infinity symbol next to it, and that was the old code that you would use, port code that would use on the Software Projects version of the game to gain infinite lives for Manic Miner. That code does not work on the Bug-Byte version. Sorry, you can't see that here. It doesn't work on that version. So get them two side by side. Like I say, same game, two different companies, two different covers. On the original cover, there were 3 different covers for this. This is the more common one, and then the other one is the rarer of the covers is it shows you Miner Willie on the front with a ladder, holding a lantern. So you know, if you ever see those out in the wild, yep, that's Manic Miner. Right, put them back. I'll put those other 2 back as well because I'm not going to talk about them ones yet. I'll talk about them briefly before I start playing with them. Put them back up here. So let's get Manic Miner fired up then, shall we? Let's get some. Oh, actually, no. Before I do, I'll just catch up on the chat and then we'll get into it. So we've got a lot of hellos there going off. Yeah, so we've got Andy, we've got Martin, we've got Josh, we've got Reanimator, we've got Gareth. I got Rudy. Good evening, Rudy. Thanks for joining. What we all saying? So yeah, evening hellos. The nostalgia. Yeah, I'm hoping so, Reanimator. You know, we can get some nostalgia for you there. What's this? Dave, remember, I know what you really think of all this. Oh, somebody being deceptive. Yeah. I'm not going to read that one out, Gareth. And no, mate, just seeing the Bug-Byte was like, oh my god. Right, okay, that's it. Shall we get started? I think we should.
It's Civic Spectrum time.
Hey, I was going to say that. Right, and here we are. The screen that we've all come to know. So, as we see, like I say, I've just got this keyboard today. I haven't got my Spectrum keyboard, unfortunately. So sad, but, you know, it'll be back up and running again soon. We've got the Vault Keeper with us with his Spectrum glasses on. You've got me, and then we've got the Fuse Spectrum emulator. So we're going to get straight into it with Manic Miner. What I'm going to do, though, is for this game and this game only, I am actually going to activate. I hope you can hear that. I'll let that just play a moment. This was quite significant actually because back in the day, back in 1983, Manic Miner was the first ZX Spectrum game to actually have like title music and then in-game music, and it was the way that Matthew Smith had actually programmed it, and it kind of like alternated in the chipset. So you'd have like, you know, we're talking fractionally, so like it'd work of the game and then work on the sound, work on the game, and just swap like that. So that's how you were able to have in-game music. But yeah, that's the title screen there, and all just the bump scrolling across the top. That's level 1. I'm not playing the game yet. It's just that if you leave it too long, it starts taking you through all the different levels. So I tell you what, we'll leave that on. You can watch that while I give you a bit of background information then on Manic Miner. So like I say, Matthew Smith made the game back in 1983. He actually programmed the game on a Tandy Model 3, but you may know it, or it's more commonly known as the TRS-80. And basically he did that because where he was living at the time, programming on the Spectrum was the Spectrum didn't play nice with changes in electrical currents and things like that. So say if someone was downstairs and they put the kettle on, the toaster on, it could actually interrupt the Spectrum. So what he did was he programmed it on this TRS-80, and he used the term squirt. He then squirted it onto the Spectrum and then was able to save it and became like a playable game then. And like I said, that was in 1983, released through Bug-Byte, and at the time of release it was £5.95. Now, Manic Miner is my favourite game of all time. Even now, it's still my most favourite game, and that will never change. It's just so many memories of playing it back in the day when it came out, and, you know, childhood, and laying on the floor in front of the black and white. I mean, obviously, the first time it was a black and white portable TV that I played it on, and then a bit later on, you know, got a colour portable TV. Rare occasions, maybe some weekends and things like that, I was allowed to play it on the big telly in the living room and plug it in there, and then it would be, you know, in big colour, you know. So yeah. What else can I tell you about it? Yeah. it's a very simple game. It's Matthew Smith has said he was inspired by an Atari game called Miner 2049, I think it was. Yeah, Miner 2049 for the Atari. No, actually, no, it wasn't. It was Tiger Vision. I think it was Tiger Vision, but I think you could get it on the Atari. And it's a game as per Bushnell's law. If you know of Nolan Bushnell's law, which is he said that he wanted games to be easy to learn but hard to master, and Manic Miner is definitely one of those games. Back in 1984, February of '84, Crash magazine issue 1 reviewed it. Now, at that point, they weren't giving them like a percentage score. They were just telling you whether or not they were a good game or not, and whether they liked them, and they did. They loved it. Although back in 1989, they went back and they did like a retro review of it. You know, funnily enough, 89 of an 83 game, and they awarded it a 92% overall score. So yeah, very, very positive feedback for Manic Miner from Crash there, and most people who've ever played Manic Miner will tell you that it either infuriated them or they loved it. So there we go. Right, okay, just another quick catch up with the chat, and then I'm going to start playing it. So where were we now? Yeah, memories about the air. Hello, hi Lucas, thanks for joining. Can hear it, it's far louder than you. Right, I will lower it down a little bit then. So maybe you might not have heard me saying what I've just said then, but you know, not to worry. You'll be able to catch it up on the rewatch maybe. Or what you could do is on YouTube there is a channel that's run by Kim Justice, and she does lots of video game reviews and did a documentary about Matthew Smith, and if you want to search that up on YouTube and give that a watch, it's a really, really good documentary and I can highly recommend it. Did it on 3 influential people for the ZX Spectrum, and Matthew Smith was one of them. So yeah, go check it out. Where we go now? I'm going to start. I'm just giving you a bit of background, Gareth, on Manic Miner. Rudy's saying nothing more exciting than when your parents let you have the computer on the big telly downstairs. Yeah, now it's too low, you can't hear it. Make your minds up, will you? There we go. It's getting set at that, and that's where it's staying. I'm going to start playing now, but first I'm going to put the poke in. I'm going to poke this game so I've got infinite lives, because I would like to try and get through as much as what I can do. So to do that, you won't see this on your screen, but I see it here. Set space, and then what was the code now? Oh yeah, that was it. 35136. No, 35136 space 0. Evaluate, close. There we go. Right, I'm not getting any volume now from that, and I'm pretty sure that you're not neither. So I'd like to know what happened there. Okay, I'm going to reset the machine. Let's open that file again. There we go, the sound's back. And we've also got in-game music as well that I told you about. So let's see now. We've got that set 35136-0. Evaluate. Close. That should have my infinite lives. Okay, so to control Miner Willy, we have Q, which is left, W, which is right, and then Z is your jump key. And the aim of the first level here is to collect these flashing keys. So the brick walls you can't go through. You've got like these conveyor belts which appear in different colours, but you can always tell the conveyor belts because they've got like the squirrely wiggly lines. Collectibles always flash like this. Ooh. I misstepped myself there. Manic Miner is a pixel-perfect game, so if you don't get it just right, that's it. You're dead, and you've got to start your life again. Now, when programming this game, Matthew Smith has gone on to say that he intentionally made the first level quite difficult, and that was basically just to give the player an idea of what they're in for the rest of the game. Some levels are easier, some aren't. Some levels are just absolutely atrocious. So that's your level 1 done. Now we're on level 2. Or room 2, should I say. They didn't call them levels back then. Apparently the backstory for Manic Miner is that Miner Willie comes across an old abandoned mine underneath his house, and full of treasures, and he goes around collecting the treasures. So then he can go back home and live the lifestyle of someone rich and shameless. Which then, when we come to the second game in the series, Jet Set Willie, that game's all about Miner Willie that's now rich and successful. He's had a massive party in the house and everything's just been left a mess. So before the maid will allow him to go to bed, he has to go around the house and collect all the items. Excuse me, to tidy the house up. And that's Jet Set Willie. The other thing for Manic Miner as well is when you're playing, if you fall too far, that also kills you as well. And it's all about timing this game. What's Bob saying? Should have said Martin. Cool, remember this well, played a lot in my house. Yeah, it was probably the game that I played most with my Spectrum, was Manic Miner. Ironically, it's a game that I never completed as well. Right, which way around am I doing this now? I intentionally haven't played this for a while because I'd had it in my mind. Yes, Jet Set Willie is Manic Miner, Lucas. Were you not aware of this? Well, you learn something new every day. Right, I'm going to go quiet now because this is a bit tense. Right, where are we now? Oh, did I want to do that? Oh yes, I did, yeah. Where are we now? Oh, yeah. Oh well, not to worry. This is why I turned on the infinite lives. Malarkey. So you always know when you've started to fall too far because that like tumbling down music, sound effect that you hear, it plays a little bit too long. And if it plays a little bit too long, it's like, yeah, that's it. One of the things that you won't see now that I've got the infinite lives activated is that when you do actually lose all your lives, you're crushed in a Monty Python foot style. A big foot comes from above and skull washes you, which is nice. Right, let me do this way. Did it again. It's that pixel perfect thing. Now, okay. It's all come back to me now. It's all come back to me. I know what I'm doing now. See, really, what I ought to do is I ought to have like a dry run before I do these streams. You know, have like a game. I managed to just catch that. That's because I was looking at your comment, Rudy. Yes, you're talking about Eugene's, the level that Eugene's lair is the level. That was actually based on, oh, what's his surname now? I can't remember his surname now. It was a chap that worked at Bug-Byte called Eugene, and that sprite was based off him. As to whether or not he was bald or not, I don't know, but he definitely did wear glasses. Like I say, if you watch that that documentary on YouTube by Kim Justice, it's all in there. Oh, would you believe it? I mean, I've only been playing this game, what? 42 years? But to be fair, in my defence, back in the day, I never completed it. Ironically, the first time I ever completed this game was on it was on the Xbox 360. They released a version for it for the Xbox 360, and I played it on that, and I completed it. So that was the first time I ever completed it. A shame. I have since completed it on the Spectrum. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, because I want to get off this level. Those seals with their balancing the I've messed up. I've messed up. I know I have. But that was close. It's because I needed to collect that one. I need to hurry up because I'm going to run out of air. That's the other thing as well, you've got your air meter at the bottom, and that's just to kind of like hurry you along. There we go. Finally. And here we are, Eugene's lair. Now hopefully I won't be stuck on this level too long. Now the trick to Eugene's lair is, when you collect the last brick, you need to get into the exit before because when you collect the last brick, Eugene then starts to come on down, as they say. Oh, oof. That was very twitchy bum time, was that then? Right, I'm going to go quiet a moment. I want to get past this pesky level. No, I've gone too soon. Too soon. My impatience came out a little there. The impatience of 1983. That's what I wanted to do. Anyway, while I'm just trying to get this level seen to talk amongst yourselves. Lucas is transfixed by the action on the screen. Listen, if only you were as tense as what I'm feeling at the moment. Of all the games I've ever played, there's no game that makes you feel more tense than this. Well, not for me anyway. Right, so now I'm not going to collect this yet. I'm going to wait till Eugene gets to the top of the screen and then collect it, because he's then going to make a beeline to get in that box before. There we go. You see, look, he's on his way. There we go. Did it! Oh, right. I suddenly went blank. It's the attack of the Pac-Men with legs. No, that's not how we do that. That's how we do it. No, it's not. That's no. No, right. Come on, Ed. Think. Access the memories. That's it. There we go. There we go. Right. Now I need to drop down and follow him. Like that. No! Oh! That pixel perfect. Oh, sneaky. I collected that one. No! What are you doing? If this music is getting a bit annoying for you, I can turn it off. Just let me know. Sound off in the comments if the repetitious nature of the music is beginning to irritate. If not, I'm happy to leave it on. Oh, you... Nesbait. Right. I did that one a bit different there. The music is part of the experience, leave it on. If I remember rightly, it's well, the title screen music is the Blue Danube, and I think this, if I remember rightly, is Hall of the Mountain King. Is it Peer Gynt, is it? No, jumped too soon. Yes, it was used. Yeah, I'll just manage to quickly glance across there. Yes, it was used for the music for Alton Towers. Went to Alton Towers a few times. Loved it. It was a good place to go. Can't speak of it now. I've not. When was the last time I went to Alton Towers? Oof. I think they just installed the Nemesis. Yeah, I think that was the last time I went. I think they just done the Nemesis, so that will tell you how. Someone in the chat will be able to tell me how long ago that is. Long time ago. There we go. Oh, no. Right. This is another difficult level. The section to the right-hand side of the screen there, where all the flashing keys are, that's like dissolvable flooring. And you have to pick your route. Yes, Gareth, at last. I'm just quickly scanning across the that was, I don't know how much of that was luck or was me tapping back into 1983 me. Okay, so this level, Willy meets the Kong Beast. There's probably something in there for Dave, isn't there? Willy meets the Kong Beast. The Willy Beast. You can, if you like, kill the Kong Beast by flicking that orange switch, or yellow switch, which is at the opposite side of the screen. The one that I've just flicked here on this left-hand side of the screen opens up the wall, as you can see just down there, so you can get through. Now, if I believe you just drop in there, so like I say, if you want to kill the Kong Beast... Right, let's see now. Vote time. Do you want me to kill the Kong Beast, or shall I let him live? Oh, you have to hurry up, because I've not much air left, so let me know now. Oh, why not? Pixel perfect jumps every time. Come on. All about timing. Do it! Do it! There we go. There we go. There he goes. Bye bye, Mr. Kong Beast. Ah, dropped too far. You see, you egged me on, and this is what happens. So I'm just quickly glancing over at some of the comments. Just pause for a moment, wait for that. I'm assuming the kind of flaming wheels or something like that. Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, I'm not going to kill him this time. You've seen me kill the Kong Beast, and so I'm just going to get the bananas. I mean, they could call it Kong Beast. I mean, it's a reference to Donkey Kong, but to be fair, it looks more like the Kraken. Excuse me, from Action Force. Yes, I'm going to spare the beast. Oh, I could have done it then. I could have done it then, but just erring on the side of caution. The wacky amoebatrons. In the going back to the Software Projects version of Manic Miner, this particular level, the amoebatrons are swapped out by the Software Projects logo. Now this one's all about timing. No, it's Kong Beast. I'm able to just glance across. I'm just waiting. It's the whole timing thing on this level. It's not so much a difficult level. It's just you've got to get the timing correct. There's karma that just comes along and slaps you down. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry. I shall have to wait. How are we doing for time anyway? I don't know what time it is. What time is it, anybody? Getting a bit ambitious there. No. 8:42. Right, I'm going to do a few more minutes on this, and I'm going to call it a day on Manic Miner. It's taken a bit longer than what I anticipated. I've been trying to aim for about 20 minutes per game, but you know, because I don't want to keep you all that long just watching me playing old Spectrum games. So let's see if we can get this level done, and then I shall move on to our next game. Right, I need to. There we go. So that should do it. Oh no, I've gone too early again. Oh no, I haven't. Alright. On. Always with the negative waves. Have a little faith, Moriarty. Have a little faith, baby. Have a little faith. It's a mother beautiful bridge. Right, timing. And there we go. Go on, I'll do this one because we'll enjoy the Star Wars reference on this one. This level is called the Endorian Forest, and Manic Miner, 1983, Endorian Forest, teddy bears. Whatever could it be referencing? I wonder. Especially trees as well. Didn't a film come out? I'm sure another film came out in 1983 that had teddy bears and forests and... Oh, I didn't collect that big one up there, did I? Nesbit. Right, that's it, you're done. You're out of there. That's Manic Miner done. But you've got an idea of the game. It's still incredibly hard, and I recommend you give it a go and give it a play and see how you get on with it. So let's reset our machine. There we go. Oh, silence. I've had that tune playing in my ear all through that there. Not to worry. Right, next game. We're going to move on. And just when you thought it was safe to play on the Spectrum again, we're going to go to the +2 for this one. There we go. Let's see the Amstrad. Oh no, actually no, we won't. We'll go with the 128K plus. There we go. Don't like seeing copyright Amstrad on the screen there. So our third game is, I'll just go back to the big screen here, is Jaws. Just when you thought it was safe to go back onto your Spectrum. Now this game, you would have thought, would have come out when the movie came out. but it couldn't have done because Jaws came out in 1975, was it? Was it 75, 74? So there's no way this was going to come out. So no, this game came out in 1980. Whoops. I'm back. Dropped it. Yeah, this game came out in 1989, and it was programmed by a company called Screen 7, and it was for the princely sum of £9.99. So let's take a look at the cassette, shall we? There we go. There's the cassette, printed label to one side, and then just plain on the back there. And you've got the artwork, some screenshots, and then some info bump of what you're doing and how you're going to play the game, etc., and things like that. And then on the inside, you've got all the instructions, and it shows you about the screen layouts and things like that. And then there's an advert there for two other Screen 7 games, which is Stigar and High Steel. And I'm not being funny, but is it Stigar there? Can we see if that goes into... That looks like the cover of Commando. That looks like Mr. Schwarzenegger himself. So there we go. Anyway, that's Jaws. And this is the game of the film, of the T-shirt, of the CD. As you may assume, this game is not licensed and wasn't licensed. Although, back in '89, software houses were seeking licenses to do tie-in games. The big one would have been Ocean at that time, doing games like Batman, RoboCop, Red Heat, Predator. I could go on, Rambo. But like I said, but no, it was a different time. It was a bit more sketchy. Companies didn't tend to really go and seek out, licenses to produce those games. That particular game, Jaws, I've had that game quite a fair few years actually. But I'm just trying to think if I've ever played it. I don't think I've ever played that. But I have loaded it up, and all the games that I play and all the games that I have cassettes for and things like that, they're all tested, and the cassettes all do work. So I do know that works. What's that on the chat? Sorry. Didn't know yeah, back in the day, Gareth. Yeah, it was rife. They were all doing it. That's why he had so many Pac-Man clones and Space Invader clones and things like that. They just changed one or two things slightly here and there, and that's how they were able to get away with it. Crash Magazine, July '89, issue 66, reviewed the game and gave it an overall score of 80%. So let us go and play it and see what we think. There we go. Oh, actually, no. Right then, I'm going to apologise. I've got some wrong information for you there. It looks like it is officially licensed because there was a trademark that came up on the screen there for 1975 Universal Pictures. So, right then, okay. That's me told. We're going to define the keys, although the keys on this are ZX left and right, KM up and down, L fire. So let me see if... Let's see now. Yep, there we go. Let's define these keys. So, QAOP and spacebar. Enter to select. Here we go. Oh, that was the Orca. Ah, you're joking. Right, I know. There was a bit of an annoying habit. Hi, Ian. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for dropping it. The Spectrum had a bit of a quirk when it came to redefining keys. It'd probably help if I put that there. Right, there we go. It's fine. This is all fine. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. We'll gloss over that. It's fine. So what was I saying? Let's just roll back a bit. There we go. This is why I don't do much live stuff. Right, okay, so first thing, I have to apologise, I did get it wrong. Yes, this is officially licensed. We've got the trademark there, copyright 1975 Universal Pictures. Right, that was my bad. I'll give you some duff information there. It was my assumption that Screen 7 hadn't have sought the license for this game. Right. I'm going to redefine the keys for this game because the keys that are preset is ZX left, right, KM up and down, and L fire, which your fingers are going to be all over the place for that. So I'm going to redefine them. Now then, what happened was before you could see the screen, and I've been forgetting to put the artwork up. I'll just pop the artwork up. That's for the previous game, Manic Miner. Let's get that off. We've got Jaws now. Okay, so the quirk on the Spectrum when redefining keys, some games had the pause button pre-programmed in that you couldn't change. So when I started to try and play it first before I changed the screen over, I done OP, left, right, QA, up, down, spacebar, fire. P is programmed into this game as pause, so I'm going to have to shift across slightly. So we're going to go I, O, Q, A, and space, fire. Right, now we can begin. There we go, we've got the orca. Doesn't sound like we've got any sound on this game. Chose the 128K version in anticipation because it does say it's a 128 and 48K game as well. That's disappointing. Right, as you can see, this is now where it varies and differs from the film. You're in kind of a pod thing that you have to float around in. Now, like I say, oh, and you can fire. Ah, excellent. Right, okay, at least that lets me defend myself a bit. I've not played this game, so the aim of the game, I am not too sure. I'm assuming that you've got to go around and... Oh, look, it's the shark, it's the shark. I'm assuming you've got to go around collecting things. That's my assumption. If you have to go around collecting stuff, there's not much I've seen yet that you can collect. Oh, right, no. Maybe I should have read the instruction leaflet before I began. Unless the aim of the game is to destroy the shark. Other than that, I'm not seeing anything to pick up. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, Reanimator. Appreciate that. Always appreciated dropping in. Thank you very much. Oh, there's the shark. There's the shark. Do we kill it? Do we have to shoot it? It's swimming a little bit fast there, isn't it? Oh, I'm not going to catch that. Right, I'm going to pause that a moment, and I'm going to. I'll catch up on the chat. Yeah. Oh, Reanimator's name is Dave. Right. Sorry. Hi, Dave. Goodbye, Dave. Let's have a look. Is that what stream about? Yeah. False victory. Yeah, got Endor to Amity Island. Yes, indeed. Didn't know we could get away with unlicensed. Yeah, we covered that one, dude. I get the clones, but actually selling it as Jaws with the artwork and something is into. Yeah, like I say, that was my duff information. It does look like it was licensed, but there are unlicensed games of stuff back in the earlier 80s. Yeah, Ian's here. Thank you very much, Owen. Thank you for about the likes and stuff like that. I appreciate that, and Dave. Yeah. Yeah, the shark head. Yeah, that's the box artwork, Lucas, which I'd forgot to put up for Manic Miner, but it's up there now. Yes, the shark is fast. Right, I'm going to quickly just look in here and see what's the deal is. So, dangerous walls, air supply, fast bullets, gun parts, time bomb. Right, Brody Armitage Chief has the task of reading the waters of the island of Jaws. He persuaded by Quentin, local fisherman Hooper, oceanography expert, to assist him. Hooper has also brought along 3 highly qualified divers to help with equipment. Unfortunately, the equipment and weapon is to kill Jaws. Oh, right, no, so you do have to go around collecting stuff. Right, you do. But so far on the screen, I have not seen anything to collect. Right, okay. That's good to know. Let's unpause and see where we can go from here. See if we can find something to collect. Because like I say, I'm not unless I've just not been on a particular screen that that has parts to collect. Oh, that's a bit harsh. Oh, it's very harsh. All right, sorry, yeah, sorry, Lucas. Yeah, I've just caught that. Yeah. Oh, it's like I'll put my name in on my ridiculously low score. There we go. Let's try again. I'm a bit disappointed that there's no sound effects or music on this. I would have thought that there would have been. Oh, oh, oh. Right, well, there's no point because I can't kill the shark until I've got those weapon bits. Oh, it's telling me to collect. And so far, I'm not finding anywhere else to go, screen-wise. Right, let's go back this way. I mean, the pod thing that I'm piloting is quite a zoomy affair. Ah, here we go. Okay. I don't know about that. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. Like I say, I'll be honest with you, this is my first time playing this game. Oh, no, they don't look. No, you see, you can't shoot them. They're not shootable. Oh. Lesser of two evils. Let's head down here. Oh, this is just ridiculous. No, you see, I'm shooting stuff and nothing's appearing, and I'm getting shot at and destroyed. And oh, now then, what's that? That looks like it might be something that you were. Oh no, it's not. Right, I'm going to leave that game. I'm going to move on from that game swiftly because I couldn't really get a grasp of that. I'm going to have to come back to that one in my own time, I think. That's not a fit game for streaming, really, is it? Okay. Tell me what you think. Let's reset the machine. Okay. Right, third game is this one. This brings it a bit more up to date slightly. Let's get back on here. And this is Robot 1 in the Ship of Doom by Psytronik Software. This was released in 2017. And this was £6.99 when it came out, which was a bargain of a game. I love this game. This is a game I have played and I have completed this, although it has been a while since I've played it. So cassette, the paper printed label, to both sides. And then we've got the card inlay with the artwork, some screenshots, and then your instructions there on how to do it. And yeah, I got this from, where did I buy this? I bought this directly from Psytronik. They do have a website that you can buy directly from them. There's like Itch.io, but also I can give a recommend to Indie Retro News as well. They're a website that covers all different consoles and home micros from back in the day, and they have like regular news articles on that, and they also have links to where you can go to download demos and complete games. But anyway, back to Robot 1 in Ship of Doom. Great little game. Let's get it fired up. Here we go. Open this. And we've got some music back again. So, let's read you the bump here on screen. The crew left you behind. The ship will crash into the sun in 5 minutes. To save yourself, collect all 4 keys and get to the teleport room. Collect data keys for points. Recharge sockets are located throughout the ship. Run out of battery, you die. Run out of time, you die. Don't die. And there's some credits there. 2017, Matt Ricardo, and music by Sergei Kozov. Okay. So ZX and P. And here we are, your Robot 1 here. Look at him. Look at this cute little fella on his tracks here. Now you might have noticed a little bit of a theme here with the games that I've played this evening. That's a charging port. I do like me kind of like side-scrolling platformer kind of things for the Spectrum. Ah, cheers Martin, thanks for the reminder there. I do forget. There we go. I think that's I could be wrong, but I think that there's quite a few solo streamers that do live stream that have people managing. The crew are getting slapped backsides if I get out of this. Yeah, I know they've left him on his own. It's like, it's a bit harsh really, isn't it? Okay, charging station there. I can see a key that I need to collect. That looks like a key. Yeah, that's a key. He's got the secret. He's got the key. He's got the key. This is a cool, pretty cool game, Martin. You're not wrong. And when this first came out, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely in for a piece of this. Okay, I don't need to go up there. Oh, there's a collectible there. Obviously, I need to. I better not dawdle about because we are on a timer here. I'm down to 3 minutes and 20, so it's like I say, you only get 5 minutes to complete this game. I like the little effects that you've got as well when you go past windows. You know, like the star field. Why do they look like ducks in wheelchairs? Let's charge up there. Oh, this bit. Right, I just need one more key. And then we're good to get out of here. He's a tiger. I don't think I went this way, did I? Ah, there's the 4th key. Oh, you see, I got greedy then. I wanted a collectible. 3. There you see the star field just zooming past the window there. Oh, come on. I think I'm headed the right way. I need some charge. Have I been on this screen before? There we go, that's the exit. And there we go, it's completed. It's a nice little game. A really nice little game. Dead easy to complete, but it isn't, because you've got that time, you know, you've got that 5-minute timer that's preying on you, and then you've also got the energy that you've got to keep up, and then, like I say, if you want to maintain or get a big score, there's that as well that you have to keep on. So there's lots of things going off in it, but it's simple enough to keep you coming back, and let's have a little quick go, shall we? Just have a little meander about on this one. So did I collect that key last time? Or was it just in a different... Well, it's not one level, it's like there's screens. There's different screens, let's say. You're in a ship walking around. But if you want to call it one level, then I suppose you can if you want. They did make a sequel to this game. Planet of Death. Which is very much the same, but it is a bigger game. Come on, where are you going? Spectrum version of open world. Yeah, it could be. You get to choose which room you go into. Let's see what's on here. Roll up pretty. I can see your key. I was just about to say I've only got 2 lives, but no, I've only got 1 life. Yeah, they do look like ducks in wheelchairs for some reason. Very odd, very bizarre. There's been a bit of power up here, so I'm a bit around. Did I go down here before? No, I didn't. But I'm glad I did, because... Pickle. But I got Finkelstein. Ooh. That was a bit twitchy then. No! Nisbet. Right, I'll do this, I'll complete this again now, and then, because in anticipation of playing, there we go, done again. So in anticipation of playing this game so quickly, I decided to go for a bonus game, which I do not have a physical copy of. So, what we're going to say? Oh yeah, before I get rid of it. So yeah, so this game, I'll just read you a bit of the bump that I put to one side here. Was basically, I personally think that this is probably, this is, to say it's a modern game, it's as good a game as some of the original games that came out for the Spectrum. It's got bags of playability, there is repeat play value there, and it does kind of give you a bit of a fuzzy nostalgic feel for old style games as well. And yeah, so that's all I want to say on it. There's no review for it because with it coming out in 2017, it was before Crash Micro came out, so there's, it's just a case of word of mouth. And on the Indie Retro website, I think they give it. They did play it and they did say that they liked it. So if you want to read more about it, you can go on there. Right. So bonus game. Let's reset the machine. We're going to go for a game called TJ's Cavern Capers. Now this game was released in 2021 by a gentleman called Gaz Marshall. I just have the digital version of it, but you can buy the physical copy, which you can get from the future was 8-bit, and you can pay £6.99 for it. Other than that, I don't have much details about the game. It was, like I say, I got the download because it was initially offered on a website called itch.io, and they promote a lot of homebrew Spectrum games. People will upload them to there, and you can either donate a small amount of money or you can buy it, the physical copy and things like that. I think I donated for the digital copy because basically with homebrew games like this, I like to just test them out digitally before I then decide to go buy them physically. Not, I'm not going to get stung like I did back in the day, back in the early 80s, where you come across you see a cassette and you see the screenshots on the back and you think, oh, that's going to be a great game, and you get it home and you play it and it's just absolutely abysmal. So anyway, there we go. Right, so here we go. I've covered that. Yeah, physical copy was a future, was 8-bit. Premise of the game is you've got to help TJ collect things that he loves from his cavern capers. Sorry, in his cavern capers. There's 20 levels to this. Again, there's no review to it. There's no crash review or anything like that. So, and okay, I've never played this one either as well. Have I played it? Something, I don't know. No, I think I have. I think I played it briefly when I first picked it up, but that's it since then. So I can't even remember what you have to do. Well, that's good. We can redefine keys. Just 3 keys. That's fine. Oh, so right. It's got one of those things where you can change direction mid-air. I don't know about you as well, but this music is giving me Lemmings vibes. Do you know what I mean? Or is it just me? I'm just glancing. That'll teach me to glance across and read the comments. There we go. That's that level done. So it's one of those games as well. So the longer you press the key, the higher the character jumps. How did I just get killed there? Oh, it was the bat, wasn't it? I missed the bat flying about. Right, which one am I going to go for first? Oh, the bat got me again. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a bit harsh, is that? I'm not going to repeat that word. Excuse me. Right, we're going to go for that one again. When it decides to let me... There we go. Let's go again. And see if we can do it without it swearing at me. Yeah, the reason why I'm just glancing across the comments there, Gareth. Yeah, it's the I don't know if you ever played Lemmings on the Atari ST or the Amiga or the PC, but it is a very Lemmings style kind of music. What's that bat do? It's following me around the screen here. I'm just quickly glancing over at the comments here. Dave Littlen is out of the bed, dancing to the music. It's happy music. And that's not a bad thing. No, that skull doesn't like me. That skull reminds me of, is it Burke from Trapdoor? That's going to be difficult to get them with that one, I think. Yeah, the music for Lemmings is the same over different platforms, but like I say, I am getting Lemmings vibes from it. Like I said, there is different tunes on different levels. Gotcha. I need to look sharp with this as well, because I've only got one life left. Gotcha. Get in there. This level's sending me in a particular direction. Oh. Oh well. That's not a bad game. I quite like that. That's worth playing some more at some point. It really is. Right, what time are we on? Let's have a look. Let's check the time here now. Right, it's 9:20. I'm just going to give you a brief update on, there were a couple of talking points that I wanted to go through, but I'll just go through one. And that is the Sinclair ZX Spectrum Next Kickstarter 3 closes at 7:59 AM tomorrow morning. And it's the most successful Kickstarter to date that they've had. Well, sorry, it's the most successful retro Kickstarter that they've had to date. They've got, as of, I think it was about 6 o'clock, 6:30, when I checked on the Kickstarter page, they'd got just under 7,000 backers, but they've got 2.4 million pound they'd raised, and they've unlocked, I mean, they've completely and utterly smashed all the stretch goals on that. They even to the point where they had to make up some new stretch goals, you know, because they just kept smashing and smashing and smashing. So What I wanted to touch on is the cores that they've unlocked. And when I say cores, I don't mean the Irish band. I'm talking about core as in the basically the machine that you can play, a machine within a machine. So we know they've unlocked the Sinclair QL, so you'll be able to play, well, use that. There weren't very many games, to my knowledge, that was made for the QL back in the day. There has been some that have been programmed now, so there will be more modern games that you can play that have been done. They've also unlocked the core for the ZX81, so if you want to go back and play in 3K, or if you plug your expansion pack in the back and hold it with a bit of blue tack, you can get up to 16K. Excuse me. But you will still be limited by the capabilities of the ZX81, so everything will be in black and white. And I think 3D Monster Maze was a decent game for the ZX81. So anyway, they've unlocked that. They've also unlocked the Sam Coupe, which I think I've spoken about before, which was a spiritual successor to the Spectrum back in the day. But the company that made it went bump, so there weren't very many released or produced. So if you can pick up a boxed, complete Sam Coupe now, you know, they're a lot of money. They're worth a lot of money. They're a real nice looking machine. You can also now play the Commodore 64 games on the Spectrum next, because they've unlocked the core for the C64. So, you know, bringing one of the Spectrum's competitor here in the UK, bringing that under the same bonnet, if you will, and so you can play C64 games. And then the last core to unlock, which isn't surprising, but is surprising in a way, and that is, excuse me, is they've unlocked the core for this Amstrad CPC 464, which is a bit ironic, really, since it was Amstrad that bought Spectrum out back in the Sinclair out back in the day. So yeah, so if you've got ROMs for any of all these machines and you do pick up the Spectrum next, you'll be able to play games for a whole different lot of machines. I am quite interested and looking forward to the Amstrad CPC 464 ones, because I had been of a mind to see if I could try and pick up an Amstrad, but space and wanting other things to buy and pick up at the, you know, in the meantime, it kind of like distracted me from that. So having this will scratch that itch, if you will, so I can play good, because there were some good games that were on the Amstrad that were solely for the Amstrad, but a lot of games that you could play on the Spectrum were ported to it. It had certain sound and colour capabilities that were above and beyond the Spectrum, but again, like the Commodore, the Amstrad suffered from, it didn't have the clarity of the pixels and the sprites and graphics that the Spectrum did, which was helped because of the monochromatic nature of it. So there we go. Right, that's it. That's all I've got to say, and that's all I've got to do for tonight. Let's go back to the big screen. So yeah, thank you for joining me playing these Spectrum games. Some were still good and really enjoyable and very difficult. Some, I'm looking at you, Jaws, was just completely and utterly perplexing to me. Robot 1, you're still a cutie and we still love you. And TJ's Cavern Capers, yeah, I'm going to go back and play that again because I want to see how far I can get into that. But yeah, that's it. So from me and from the Vault Keeper, who's just here on the shelf, bless him, thank you for watching. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Have a good week next week, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
It's ZX Spectrum time.
Hey, I was going to say that.